Hello, how are you guys doing? I'm doing your Taurus 2020 preview, okay? Remember, I asked you guys to please subscribe to me because I'm a new channel. I want you guys to subscribe because I want to get back to doing your dailies. And so when we get to 100 subscribers, depending on which channel it is, like one of my channels has like less subscribers and the other is younger than the other channel. So, um, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but I'm trying to get my subscribers up. And anyway, regardless, I'm doing something interesting, so maybe you'll appreciate that more. So that's up to you guys. Anyway, I'm doing the Taurus 2020 preview. I also have personal readings available if you look down in the description box. You can see the lowest price is like $2 for if you go through the PayPal link, $2. I don't know for how many minutes or how many questions, I don't know. You have to go down and look. So anyway, I'm ready to start your reading, okay? Okay, so I'm going to start with the career part of the reading for our Taurus people. And, okay, so, all right. So the first thing that I got for you is spiritual teacher. But it's interesting it was in the reverse, okay? I'm not sure if this is an occupational aspiration. Either you're already in the spiritual teaching field and you're being advised to not stay in that field. I don't know if that's why it's in the reverse. Or maybe perhaps instead of you going into that field, you need to seek spiritual knowledge from a spiritual teacher. Okay? That makes sense to you. I'm going to flip it right side up so I can read it. Okay, you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Okay? So either you need to go seek out some spiritual knowledge to get yourself in the right place, whether that's career wise or just in general. Okay? So that's something to keep in mind. One thing I noticed when I shuffled, a couple cards came out and I wasn't sure. That card came out by itself in the reverse. So that one, I don't have any doubt about that one being in the reverse. But there are a couple cards that came out kind of early and I wasn't sure. Sometimes I can't tell if it's my energy or if it's you guys' energy. And then when I put them back, they come back out again. So, okay, so the next 4 to 5 cards are in that situation, okay? Okay, so you're on the right path. And so when I put them out and put them back again, I'm not sure if one of them is. Anyway, just keep it in mind. It shouldn't bother you, okay? These are either areas that you aspire to go into career wise, or maybe perhaps they're personal, okay? Anyway, these are life path cards. So, like I said, it could be personal or it could be something you aim to teach or to do as a career, okay? So, you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing because it is working. And you also need to figure out what in this reading is going to resonate with you. Just because I say architecture, it doesn't mean go into the architecture field. It means you need to know what's drawing you intuitively. So if you're already thinking about going into architecture and I mentioned it, maybe perhaps it's just a confirmation of something within you already. So you need to be aware of that, okay? It's not my job to tell you what to do. So even when I tell you the storylines, there are different parts to this reading. So I may tell you personal issues. The different storylines may or may not resonate. But what happens is that when you hear it now, when a situation pops up later, you might remember something important, okay? So that's kind of the purpose of tarot, is to kind of be aware of the energies around you. And the tarot readers are not generally trying to tell you what to do or forcing your hand to make certain decisions, because we don't want you to come back and say, well, a tarot reader told me this. No, you guys make your own decisions, okay? So anyway, the next card is crystals, okay? Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. I'm sorry if I'm talking loudly. Okay. The next one is creative expression. Your soul longs to express itself creatively. Support. Your life purpose fully supports you. So as I stated earlier, these are the cards. This is the last one. These are the cards that I'm not sure of. If it resonates with you and you're thinking of that, then maybe it's for you, okay? This is the last one. Flowers. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. Okay? So the rest of the career cards are they definitely fell out of the deck for you. Those I'm not sure. Okay, the next one is healer. So you have the spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others. And right, spiritual gift of healing. So this may not be as a doctor. It could be, but you'd have to go to school for that. But you may be a healer in the spiritual realm, as in helping people by maybe doing tarot readings or helping people in some spiritual way, like working in a church setting, working in a volunteer situation to help people through their crises. Something to that effect may be appealing to you right now. Okay? Okay. Freedom. You're free to do whatever you choose. Okay? But with that freedom, like say for instance, if you make a choice to do something illegal or do something dangerous, you also will have the consequences of those freedoms. But I guess it's saying when it comes to your life purpose, as far as career, make your choice, make your decision. Maybe perhaps there's several things that are calling out to you, and you need to make a choice on which way you want to go. Okay? So the next card is travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. School. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words that you write. Energy healing. Your natural energy healing abilities are an important part of your life purpose. Talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. And that further confirms what I was stating to you. I'm just going to start putting cards on top of other cards. That further confirms what I'm stating to you. These are just ideas. It may inspire you like, oh my gosh, I was thinking of that and you just said it and now I'm going to go look into it. It's just confirmation because you have to follow your intuition and know what's best for you, okay? So the next card here is the artist, but it's reversed. So it could be that you are already in an artistic field and maybe perhaps you need to turn from that path and choose a different path. I'm not sure, okay? This says, I create my vision. Okay, even though it's upside down. So maybe perhaps, I'm not sure if this is contradictory because it just told us freedom. Let's see, freedom, where is it? Okay, you are free to do whatever you choose. But here with the artist, maybe perhaps as you have been creating your vision in the past, maybe perhaps it's time for you to do something different. Okay, if you are an artist, okay, that message may be resonating for you, okay? Maybe reconsider something new. Okay, the next card is the communicator. So words have power, okay? And these are wealth oracle cards. So it may be that you're in a field where you are not speaking up enough. This could even be perhaps even in a relationship. Maybe perhaps you're needing to speak more, okay? And this is not giving you career direction. It's just an oracle card, okay? Giving you general direction. So the next card is the Raven. Darkness looms on the horizon. And so maybe you're going through a period of time where you're seeking out answers and you don't know the answer right now. And so many people are going through transitionary phases of our lives, and we may feel lost and we may not know what's on the other side of the shore, what's on the other side of the beach, the water, however we're traveling to our destination, our future destination, we don't know what's over there across the river, okay? So we may be in darkness, we may be in fog. Let's see what the next card says. The next card says the spider. So it says be meticulous and patient. The chimera, if I said it correctly, excuse me if I didn't. Imagination clouds your judgment, okay? So there's some perceived inaccuracies in your mind of what you need to be doing versus what you are doing. So you're going to have to maybe research, pray, figure out ways to conversate with other people, figure out what it is that you need to be doing. And remember, we have talked to your angels, so you might need to get down and pray a little bit and find some direction in your life. And we just hit 1010, and I think the message, the angel number message with 1010 is like, I can't remember it, but you guys look up angel number meanings and look up 1010, because it's just as I said that it was 1010, okay? I don't want to tell you the wrong definition, so you look it up yourself, okay? So the next card is the golem, and I'm going to turn it right side up. So a close friend acts on your behalf, but it's upside down, okay? So you may have a close friend who is not acting on your behalf. Maybe you have a close friend who's sabotaging you. We have the chalice, rejuvenation and fulfillment. It's reversed. Oh, I already read it. Okay, it's reversed. So when you have, it's a cup and your cup is not overflowing, your cup is upside down and your cup is empty. Okay? There's something you need to do to fill your own cup. Okay? You fill your cup by either going toward your career aspirations. You fill your own cup by making your own self happy. You can't seek that from a relationship. You fill your own cup by getting your own energy and not stealing it from other people. Okay? So there's something you need to do for yourself. Okay, we have the Queen reversed. Love and prosperity. So here we have the potential that maybe perhaps a situation was in your life that was valuable, and maybe perhaps right now you don't have access to it because of past decisions, okay? Love and prosperity in your life are turned upside down. So the opposite of love and prosperity is bad relationships and poverty, okay? So something in your life is upside down. It may be something you have to ask your angels about so they can direct your path and tell you what you need to do to get yourself upright in these situations, because those are not the only reversed cards, okay? Here's another one. The minstrel. Let your intentions be known. But, okay, it's in the reverse. So stop telling people your intentions. Maybe perhaps you have people around you sabotaging your intentions. Like you converse with people and you say, hey, I want to do such and such, and then they sabotage you. So maybe stop talking so much. Okay, the next card, the shield, in the reverse. You are safe from harm. It's important to note it's in the reverse. You're not safe from harm. There are things in your life, Taurus, that are not going correctly, and prayer might be the however you find your direction. You're gonna have to find some direction to get your life back in order and in balance. The wolf, okay, exactly what I was just gonna say. The wolf, be careful who you trust, okay? So you have probably been conversating with people who are your enemies. You have allegiances that are tying you up in the wrong way, and maybe perhaps you're far off of your path because I don't know if some choices you made. Now I've done monthly readings for Taurus where you guys had to make decisions in between partners, like you guys had two situations going on, and you guys had to fix a bad decision in the past. So you guys have a lot of upside down cards, so you need to pretty much pray, get centered, figure out, you got to find your life path, because apparently you made a wrong turn somewhere. You got to get back centered, okay? And so a lot of your the life purpose cards were about spiritual issues. So it's like, Taurus, you have to strengthen your spirit, get back on path. Now, we've been going through a couple of years where it's almost like everybody was in opposite energy, and instead of doing right, people were doing wrong, okay? So it's now we're in this weird time where we're transitioning out of wrong and trying to go to right, okay? So Taurus, you guys have to seek some answers in the spirit realm. I hope it's on the good side, but it seems like you guys have to find yourselves because you lost yourself somewhere back in the past, okay? So the next card is the serpent. A sly and subtle approach is needed. So you're finding yourself, but you're not going to do it in one swift movement. It may come slowly. You may get a insight from someone somewhere. Hey, you might want to do this over here, and maybe perhaps it feels right, and you follow it, and then you might get insight on a different day, and you keep going forward and forward and forward, and then you get back on path. Okay. So the next card is the Hand of Fate. Forces beyond your control intervene. And I think with this card, with the serpent card here, these cards, they felt like they were supposed to come out of the deck. So take these with a grain of salt, but they're not bad cards. So it's something to keep in mind regardless. So a sly and subtle approach is needed. And then forces beyond your control intervene. So there's some situations that are upside down in your life that maybe you cannot get back on track because some of those doors have closed. Okay. And then here's the last card in this deck, in this stack. Let me turn it back right side up. I don't even know how to say this. The Wyvern, if I said it correctly. Okay. Your secrets are safe, but the card was in the reverse. Okay. So the more you talk your business, the more likely it might get you in trouble. So watch what you say and who you speak to, because you also got be aware of who you put your trust in. Okay. So you have some fake friends around you, okay? So now we're going to do a different, sorry for the noise. We're going to do a different set of cards now, okay? So here we go. Anger. You're angry about something. Well, that might be understandable since there's some interesting things going on. And there's more news coming on, so keep listening. Okay, we have sudden wealth in the reverse. The opposite of sudden wealth might be sudden poverty or slow poverty, one of the two. I don't know. Now, it's funny, some people don't like reverse cards, but I found that when it's in the reverse, it may have a totally different meaning. You know, it depends on what deck of cards but think about it. Now, I thought about it before I told you, and I looked at the other cards near to it. So look what else came out. You can read it however you want to, but this is what I'm seeing. Toil and labor are in the reverse. Okay? So instead of hard work, somebody's not working hard enough, and that's why sudden poverty might be an issue. Okay. We have another card, Thief, in the reverse. So this card means that something may be gone forever. Maybe that's that wealth that you were seeking. I'm not sure. I don't know if I looked at the cards already, so I might be confused. But if you are seeking wealth in a certain situation, it may not have come to you. I don't know. Okay. I don't know what I told you guys, but I know what the reading is about. Okay. This Thief card is about, okay, either something is gone forever, like wealth, or the work. See the cards that came near to us? I'm going to put these little cards down. Let me show you these cards. Okay, the surrounding cards here. Sudden wealth is in the reverse. Toil and labor are in the reverse, okay? So you're not making money because you're not working hard enough. And Thief, this card is in the reverse too, okay? I'm going to put these three down and tell you a little bit more about them. Okay, so like I said, one of those two, the wealth and or the work, might be gone forever. When somebody steals something, it's gone. But the opposite of stealing something is giving something back to you. So I'm trying to figure out, because there's no reverse meaning that is written down on paper. I'm just trying to understand it for you so you can understand. So either something is taken away from you forever or it's not taken away from you forever, okay? I don't know what it means in your life. So if you put hard work, will you get back wealth? Or is there some job situation that's gone forever and you can't get it back? Okay? You guys have to make sense of that however you want to. But here's another card in the reverse, okay? This one is imprisonment. Okay? So these I'm just trying to help you understand. I don't know what definitive knowledge that this is how you read these cards in the reverse. but I'm trying to understand it based on the other cards here. So sudden wealth is maybe sudden poverty. We don't have work. Something might have been stolen from you, but something might have been given to you because it's thief in the reverse. Something maybe was given to you, okay? Imprisonment in the reverse. So imprisonment means that you are basically blocked off from something. But if it's in the reverse, maybe perhaps you are not blocked off from something. And I'm not sure what that's about. So let me look at the next card. Oh my, okay, whoa. Now it makes sense. You're not blocked off from bad health. Okay, so for some reason that is a bunch of negative messages that came through. Like I said, there's something going on with you, Taurus, where you're on the wrong path. And so you have to pay attention to who you're surrounding yourself with. You have people around you that you cannot trust. There's something else. And your secrets are not safe, okay? So there's like a lot of negative messages in here. It's not that the messages are negative. It's like it's trying to pull you back on the right path. So pay attention because it seems like you guys have a lot to get together, okay? So now we stopped with those type of cards. So now let's go again with more cards, okay? Okay, now we have a journey. We're journeying because of a desire. So maybe perhaps you have a love interest you're going to see. Okay, enemy. Is the love interest an enemy, or are you the enemy to the love interest? Okay. Fortune. Officer. Okay. This officer card is in the reverse. An officer normally will keep the peace, or the officer is supposed to be noble. But because this is a reversed card, someone is not keeping the peace or not being noble. So maybe there's a fight with a lover that you went to visit, and one of you guys is the enemy. One of you guys is being an enemy to the other. And fortune may be relevant in the situation. Okay. Now the next card may tell us a little more. Some money. Okay. So we're going to go see someone we're interested in. Maybe they're the enemy, maybe we're the enemy, but money is involved. Someone is chasing after wealth. Okay. And if something maybe illegal happens, that makes sense. The police officer is upside down because something illegal happens. And then some money. So maybe instead of making a fortune, maybe only some money is made. Okay. And now the next card, frivolity. Let me make sure I said it correctly. Hold on. Frivolity. Frivolity. Okay. Whatever it was something probably frivolous. Okay. It's almost like you're chasing after gold and then you came back with a penny. Something like that. Okay. Let's see. So now we have haughtiness in the reverse. So this situation where you chased after a lover or something, thinking you were going to gain wealth, but then you gained nothing, it made you humble. Letter. So you receive a message. Reunion, about a reunion. Okay. Successful. There's a successful reunion and you got a letter about it. Okay. This is a dark-haired man in the reverse. So someone who does not have dark hair is getting this letter about a reunion. And not having dark hair, meaning the whole head of hair is not dark. It could have dark roots, but not dark ends. Okay. So now we have a sweet card. An example of a sweet card is I love you, something nice, happy birthday. Okay. So there is a man without dark hair sending a sweet card saying something nice. He successfully reunited with someone. Okay. Flatterer in the reverse. So this person is not going to tell you pretty words. This person is going to tell you the truth. The card previous was a sweet card, okay? So it's a sweet card, sweet and blunt. Okay. Protector in the reverse. A person who is a protector is keeping you safe from harm. So in the reverse is a person who wants to harm you. I don't know if this is making sense. We're talking about a reunion. There's a man who doesn't have dark hair. I don't know what else is. Let's see. Right, that's the dark-haired man. I don't know. What did I just say? Sorry, guys. Protector. So somebody's trying to harm us, and who is it? The flatterer? Oh, no, it's not the flatterer. It's somebody who's speaking their mind. Someone's speaking their mind, and they're trying to hurt you with their words, okay? I'll just put that there. Okay. So, reconciliation again. Okay, and I'm not sure if it's possibly two different decks of cards, so it's just saying reconciliation. We're definitely talking about a reconciliation. We have important revelation in the reverse. So it's something that's not important. We're reuniting with someone, we're finding out information that's either not important or we didn't get it. Like we did not get the epiphany of what they're saying. We missed the point of whatever they're saying. Somebody had strong words for you and you didn't understand what they said. Okay. Fright is something frightening. So you guys take a trip to the country. I guess it's two because I see two people. I said you guys before I looked, but I think it's right. Okay. Soldier. Okay, I don't know how this is relevant. Take a trip to the country. Soldier, huh? And then the last card is weakness. So I don't know what that has to do with anything. Somebody's afraid of something. They're afraid of the person they reunited with who told them the truth. And let me see, what was this? Important revelation. They missed the point. Okay, I hope that makes sense to you guys. That's not the total last card. That's the last card in that little stack of cards, okay? So now we're going to get to the romantic aspects, okay, of Taurus's life during 2020, okay? Mind you, these are storylines. It may or may not resonate for you, okay? So hopefully something resonates with you. And if it doesn't, don't worry about it, okay? Okay, here we go. Make sure this is one card, okay. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This could be talking about the reunion with the strong words. Okay. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help to bring you together. And you guys, if you don't mind, I'm drinking a sip of water. Give me 1 second. Okay. Okay, very soon is in the reverse. It says, I'll read it like this. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. But it's in the opposite. Somebody's indecisive about what they want and it's not coming very soon. That's the best I can give to you. You can figure out what it means in the reverse on your own, but that's what I got. Okay. Children is in the reverse too. So your love life is being affected by children, okay? Your love life is not being affected by children, maybe. You have to figure out what it means for you, okay? I'm just trying to tell you. Normally, a lot of these cards, you don't have to read them in the reverse, but I'm taking it for what I see it to be, alongside with the other cards around it, okay? So maybe for that deck, maybe it's irrelevant, but sometimes it is relevant. So You figure it out, okay? Okay, receiving. So this card means that you possibly have been giving out love, attention, affection, something, but maybe perhaps you've not been nurturing yourself, so it's time for you to take care of yourself or let people take care of you. I'm just going to put these up here. Okay. The next card is Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. And this is about not forcing things to happen the way that you want them to happen, okay? You're not forcing the issue, you're allowing it to come to you. So you may be allowing love to come to you instead of you forcing the issue. Okay, so be the hunter, not the hunted. And this means that make sure your relationships are supportive and that you're not wasting your energy. Like, don't keep giving your energy to other people and then you're neglecting yourself. Okay. Focus on the light. So this kind of is what it says. Work toward your dreams and things that you can control, and avoid worrying about things that you cannot control. Okay. Now we have wisdom in the reverse. So maybe perhaps you're losing your knowledge base on a certain subject. So you need to get focused and get back on task. What is it that you're supposed to be doing that you're not doing? Okay? And that's what I'm talking about, your life path. You're trying to get back on your life path. You may have made some bad decisions in the past, and now you got to get wisdom, get back in focus, get back on task and start living a good life instead of doing the wrong thing, do the right things. Okay? Now, like I said, I can't give you advice. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying, okay? So the next card, sorry for the beeps. The next card is peace, but it's in the reverse. So what is disrupting you? There's something disrupting you from regaining your path, walking on your path. Could it be the false friends around you that are betraying you or trying to hurt you? I don't know, but that one was about peace. So maybe you need to find your peace. Okay, so the next card is extremes and it's in the reverse. So this normally means being calm in the middle of crisis, but because it's in the reverse, it may mean being responsive while a crisis is going on instead of avoiding the obvious that's in your face. Okay, I guess this is about facing the crisis and responding appropriately to it. So this card is attraction. You attract good energy by being good energy. You attract bad energy by being bad to other people. So watch what you're attracting. Fruition. This card is about being happy for the good energy that you're attracting. Be happy for the good money you're attracting if that's what you're attracting. Be happy for the good love that you're attracting, right? But like I said, like attracts like. So if you want love, then you have to be loved to get love. Or if you want money, I guess you have to work hard to get money. Something like that. But anyway, this is about your harvest coming toward you, okay? Okay. The last of these set of cards is growth. So this means step out of your comfort zone and go after your dreams, or at least improve yourself. Get back on your life path and make good decisions. Okay, we have one more set of cards and I don't think it's that long, okay? I'm going to tell you something funny. As I shuffled cards, there was something that was happening where the whole deck of cards would practically slip out of my hands. And like it's almost like it's two sets of cards. And I'm like, okay, what does that mean? And it happened more than once. So it's almost like when I was shuffling cards for Taurus, you guys didn't need a lot of cards in some cases. And sometimes it's almost like the whole deck wanted to just fall out. And I'm like, okay, what does this mean? Because it happened more than once. So it's either that you guys have a lot of issues going on, because it's almost like I was trying to decide, am I supposed to read this big stack of cards to you, you know? And I'm like, well, that's not reasonable because this is happening more than once. And that doesn't normally happen, okay? It's almost like the whole deck of cards wanted to just drop out of my hands, okay? So I don't know if you need the whole deck of Romance Angel. Um, it's like, wow. It's almost like the what it was when I looked at the two sets of cards. There was a big stack of cards that fell out on the table, okay? Most of the deck. And then what was left in my hand might have been the qualities that Taurus was exhibiting in the past. So it's almost like showing you what you were not, okay? If you were deceptive in the past, that's not what fell out on the table. It was telling you to love yourself and, you know, I don't remember the cards. I could go get them, but I mean, it's a whole deck of cards and I didn't want to make it a really long reading because I didn't understand why it happened twice. With two different decks of cards, the same thing happened twice. So I said, you know what? I don't understand that. I'm going to put it back because maybe you don't need those cards, okay? But I'm just explaining it to you. Okay, so it's the last short set of cards to show you, okay? Do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you. So when I was shuffling the deck, I almost didn't even know what cards to give you. I could have just reshuffled, but I think it was telling me something because it happened twice. It's almost like someone knocked the deck of cards out of my hand and said, don't tell them anything or tell them all of this. And I couldn't figure out which one. Okay? So if these resonate, these that I'm reading right now, if they resonate for you, then fine. But if they don't, it could have been because it was a little bit confusing. These definitely did actually come out, so don't worry about it. The ones I wasn't sure about, I just put them back in the box because I'm like, I don't understand that message, okay? So let me just keep talking. Forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Okay, love is all around you. There is love everywhere all the time. Simply acknowledge this as true. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. Spend some quality time together. It is imperative that we spend quality time with those we are in significant relationships with, listening and talking to each other. Okay, last card now, okay? The heart of the matter. There is more going on than meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. Okay? So, you guys got a lot of information. Can you show your appreciation by pressing like or subscribing, okay? Leave a comment if you want me to do a certain type of video because I was doing interesting topics. But now that I'm doing these 2012 previews, I may not have time to do interesting topics. So if you have something to say, you probably should have said it earlier, okay? But I look forward to seeing more people subscribing and hitting the like button. I appreciate all of my new subscribers, okay? Thank you. All right. Take care.